right, so you're welcome back to the AM show, but of course it's now time for E-Corner with your favorite girl in the world, Noella Karen Yali. Or am I not? I am, right? Yeah, and so you're welcome once again. I hope you've got your teacups ready. Well, actually, we're not going to go for a breather because they've taken all my time, right? So I'm just going to go straight into our story. So once again, you're welcome. Let's get into it and talk about King Paluta. Now, we're going to begin with King. For those of you who do not know who he is, I'm sure my director is going to put his picture up on your screen. So that's who he is. He's a musician. You know him for quite a number of songs, including Apeke, which was the song of the election season or period last year. So yeah, he's a fantastic musician. Now he had, there was a show organized by a group of women in the UK, London to be precise, and he was booked to perform at this event. And I think while he was performing, he cited one lady actually, right in front of him while he was performing. And apparently the lady wasn't really jamming to his performances. It's like she was just standing there looking at him with some off attitude or something like that. And he did not appreciate it. So what did he do? He decided to put that lady on blast. He blasted the lady live, okay, during his performance. So he halted his performance actually and decided to deal with the lady. I don't want to talk too much, make it look like I'm making up stories. So take a look at the video.
You don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, trust me. I don't think about me for the past with young boy. Already said you was
Not too proud of that moment, but hey, I'm not an artist. I'm not in his shoes. Nothing should justify, you know, a man insulting a lady using words like, I don't know, I don't want to repeat the words, but obviously, if you understand Chi, you heard what he said in Chi, a whole lot of unprintable words in that dialect. I don't think there's anything worth justifying that, you know, action. But like I said, I'm not a musician. I'm not in his shoes, or I wasn't in his shoes. I cannot feel exactly what he felt that elicited that kind of reaction from him. But since the release of this video on social media, a lot of people have gone at him and, you know, lambasted him. A lot of people have asked that he is stripped of, if he has any ambassadorial deals or whatever, he's stripped of it. A lot of people have asked for him to actually apologize, you know, make a public apology. He hasn't done that. He has actually released a single. A lot of people think it's a diss track to some of the pundits, radio and TV pundits that openly lambasted him. Likes of, you know, there's this guy called Bulldog, who actually called him a fool for doing what he did. But there's a reason. This happened weeks ago, and there's a reason why I have brought it back, and that's because his colleague musician Fameye came by the Hits FM studio, had a fantastic conversation with Camidoh, and he was asked that, I'm sure you've seen, you know, this video trending of your colleague, you know, insulting a woman during a performance. What do you make of it? And then he said, listen, I can relate to what he saw or the experience that he had there, but I would have done something different if I were in his shoes. Take a listen.
So this happened to him when he was performing, and I don't know, as an artist, if you are performing like that, you have that reaction. Somebody is booing you and or somebody is giving you some bad reaction. How do you handle that?
Please, bring it, say it in English.
Honestly speaking, it is not new. For me, I think, and you see, when I saw some of the headlines, I read some of the comments, and will be commented. The person was like, "Nah, Paluta no eden nipa ebrebe no eden say." But you don't know. When you are performing, you see them. Yeah. They are there like that. I don't know how to explain it, but you are honest, truthful, knows as an artist.
Wow.
Yeah. No matter how thousands of people are jamming to you, that person that is draining your energy away, you are going to see that person.
Really?
And I relate to what he saw, but I don't relate to the reaction.
Okay.
Yes, what he saw, I relate to so because me. This is me DJ. A bit to me, and my cousin stand. Hey, obi ni me twa ha o.
Abni koko mote.
Obi ni bat obwa Peter wa na de ye adwuma no. Tonyo no na ma be gina w'anim na me tunum because I feel like my voice will hit you.
Yes. Overpower.
So I'll do it, then I'll see you singing. But you see sometimes yeah na nkofo ni bi ni nemu. Into utumisa
Microphone.
Eko super mu. Eko super. Charlie ento wada o. Ene na mabeta na me cheche mu se nka me but ebi ana tija. Na boom. Yeah, na boom but
abomination.
Abom mama me countless time but se me di atem de me nye bi da. But me
I mean, Fameye is a very witty musician, if you ask me. I don't know why he's doing music. He probably should do comedy or something because he's very, very funny. Anyway, so basically what he was saying is that he has had experiences like that where you're performing and you have quite a number of people standing in front of you and they're not jamming to your songs, right? It's like they're just standing there. They're indifferent about your performance. And that for an artist, I can understand or I can relate, okay, and see how that would be a bit draining. But again, why focus on the few people that aren't jamming to your performance when you have a crowd actually jamming to it? Why not focus on the people that are actually enjoying your performance? Why are you know? But anyway, I can't. That's the experience, right? So yeah. Anyway, let's move away from Fameye and talk about Kewa. Or maybe because of time, let me shelve Kewa for next week probably and bring you Camidoh. Camidoh came by the Hits FM studio. He is on a tour, a media tour, promoting a single. I've forgotten the title, so if I remember, yeah, I'd share that with you so you check it out. But yeah, he came by the Hit studio. They had a beautiful conversation as well with Eazzy. They spoke on a number of issues, including love. Now in Ghana, it is very weird to see older women dating younger men. I mean, if you should see a couple and you realize that, oh, the man is way younger than the lady, oftentimes you would judge, that lady, probably call her a cougar or something. And so that question was thrown at Camidoh, that what does he make of that dynamic, older women dating younger men? I mean, we've seen artists like Kiddy, who has openly declared that he finds nothing wrong with it. He actually has dated somebody older than him. Right? I think he has a son with a lady who is actually older than him. And so that question was thrown to Camidoh. What do you make of it? Well, it's interesting what he said. Listen.
Well, the kakpi did the nyanga fan sometimes. Nyanga did the kakpi fan like sometimes. Like I'm trying to say, young man can marry an old woman. It's allowed. Old man can marry young man, it's allowed. If young man, young girl, is allowed. There's no formula, it's when the synergy is there, then, you can actually make it work. Because they say when it's love, they say age is just a number, but there has to be love that bonds the two people. So truly, it's also like the, availability of that relationship, and and things like this, you don't force it. You don't go chasing because like just because someone else had done it, that means everyone else is like something is also on a checklist. Everyone else has to do it. No, I feel like like we have our own times of doing stuff. So for me, I would love to do that. However, I wouldn't want to force it. I wouldn't want to go and chase it and get it done before maybe a certain time.
All right.
Like I believe God is.
All right. So you heard from Camidoh. Says he sees nothing wrong with older women dating. Says actually there's no formula to expressing love, which I agree. Would I date a younger man? I never say never, but I'm not sure because I don't have the hearts. I don't have that kind of. My director says I don't want to babysit. Yeah, I don't have the hearts to contain, you know, how people would see me and lambast me and all of that. So yeah, nah, I don't think so. Anyway, let's move away from that, but still stay in that area because in that light, Medikal, rapper Medikal, after his public, you know, breakup with Fela Makafui, I don't know whether it's right to call her his former wife because I haven't seen any divorce signed papers. So let me just say estranged wife, right? After his public, you know, breakup with her, we all saw that he started moving, you know, fishy with singer Eazzy, who is actually older than him. Way older, actually. And a lot of people were thinking, oh, maybe it's a fling, you know, it's nothing serious. They're just gonna knock it off and yeah, call it a night or something. But it's actually serious because this week he came by the Hit Studio, had a conversation with Andy Dusty, and publicly declared that singer Eazzy is his woman. Or Megay, in his words. Listen.
We've been seeing lately with musician Eazzy. Almost every time we've seen you and musician Eazzy. What's going on?
Eazzy first lady.
Eazzy, baby, yeah, first lady.
That's my woman.
When you say your woman, what, your girlfriend?
My woman, my everything. I go be by you anything. Yeah.
So she's your girlfriend now?
That's my woman. That's my babe.
People have been saying that she.
Me girl, no, no. Me fem paddy, no, no. Girl, and I make catch on out.
Wait. Because are you son with the Bible? Don't joke with the Bible.
I'm not. You see what they try to do. Fatwa, me Bible.
Hey, Fatwa, hey. Who do you know about the Bible now? No me. In fact, wait, what those account? No me account. And to see a baby, you know, what those can be. Well, rumors are flying around that you had been seeing her even at the time you were married.
This one is Andy. And he just won't give me some problem.
No, me, I'm reading comments, so I beg. You know, be saying just that problem. Most of them, since me, I deceived them.
Again, no. What's up?
Is it okay?
Me get. Me fem.
He pay me give cause he go take do what it ade we free. Remember that song? Anyway, he check like the take do or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's actually sad, but I still have hope. Okay, I still have hope. I'm still rooting for the Fela Makafui Medikal relationship. I feel like they ought to come together, you know, for that little beautiful girl or daughter they share together called Island. She's so pretty, and I feel like she needs that balance. You know, she needs a home to grow up in and have that balance, have that 360 full love, you know, at home. But anyway, that's it for the stories. Unfortunately, I have to get out of the studio. Time is up. And so that's all time will allow us right here on E-Corner. Oh, I love that shot. Shouts to you, director. And that